Hello and welcome back to Earth Rose Tarot. How are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. Today is going to be a general tarot reading for the collective. This is for everyone, regardless of what your zodiac sun sign is. It's going to be a collective reading for whoever comes across it. It is a general reading, however, so please take what does resonate for you and leave what doesn't for somebody else. This is a timeless message, so it's for whenever you come across it. Everything I'm saying, this is how you're feeling, this is how someone else is feeling. If it resonates for you with the roles reversed, please go ahead and reverse them. Alright, so what do my collective need to know for today? There will be no timestamps for different zodiac signs because this is a collective reading, so it's for everyone. Alright, what does my collective need to know for this message today, please? What message do you have for my collective? We've got bye Felicia, peace and out, thank you, next, leaving and not caring. Oh, player, playing the field, not looking to settle, seeking options, and fuego, excuse my pronunciation, chemistry, intense passion, things are heating up. I mean, that's giving me potentially a love message or, well, a lust message, potentially. This feels like someone who loves them and leaves them, with that combination of just someone who dips in, has the passion, and dips out without a buy or leave. It's like they really don't care how they're leaving someone when they behave like that, but they're just on to the next. Anything else? Now we've got my boo, official status, exclusive relationship, seeing each other openly, and at the bottom of the deck when that came out was new boo, which is new love, learning each other, flirtation. So it could be that for some of you dealt with that kind of player, very here for a good time, not a long time kind of energy recently. They might have just peaced out, basically. Or this could be you, obviously, but there could be someone new coming who's actually more interested in something serious, long-term. Tell me about the My Boo card, please. Oh, wow. The key player card came out on top of the My Boo card, which is important person, playing an essential role and irreplaceable. And then the other card that came out was Swept Up, head over heels, falling in love, intense emotions. Wow, this, okay, so tell me about the, why is the player card or person energy turning up here then? Why are they here? We've got the black sheep, rebelling, going against expectations, defying norms, and the bottom of the deck, when that came out, was chained, which is codependency, unhealthy attachment, weighed down. This feels like this player energy was someone who didn't want to conform to commitment or how society expects them to behave in mutually respectful relationships, because they felt like that would tie them down and they're a rebel without a cause and they kind of thing. All right. Let's carry on. Tell me more, please, for the collective, their message today. Hold on. These cards keep coming out in reverse. Alright, let's see. Wow. The Soulmates card came out in reverse. And the first card that I wasn't sure if it was supposed to be in reverse or not, was the Phoenix card, which would kind of talk about rebirth and that kind of thing. Soulmates in reverse, and then the other card that came out upright is Key on a Ring. Many options, unconventional, one night stand, string along. And then shock, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, transformation. Tell me about the shock. It could be shocking that someone, well, twin flames in reverse. This could be, for some of you, you might be adapting to the shocking revelation that someone was not your twin flame or a soulmate, but rather just someone who was keeping the other person as one of their many options. And again, I've got unconventional in that card, and I was just looking at that black sheep card of like not doing things traditionally. Okay. All right. What other messages do you have for the collective, please, for today? Some of you could be moving on from an energy like that quite swiftly, kind of when there's the shocking like revelation that is the kind of character that they are. Let's see. What messages do you have for the collective today, please? We got the Ace of Wands in reverse. Why? Nine of Cups in reverse. Three of Wands and the Ten of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. This is just kind of giving me a message that something that you thought was starting is not starting. It's actually someone is stepping back from this and kind of saying, this is not what I want. This is not what I'm looking for the future. And turning their back on something that they thought was their fantasy, their ideal wish come true. And realizing almost I'm getting like this, I'm worth more than this kind of thing. And this is just surface level fulfillment. It's hollow. Wow. There is potentially an energy here of coming towards you, if it's not here already, collective, of a very mutually reciprocal, loving relationship, which is something more serious. Messages for the collective, please. Yeah, we've got the Four of Swords. There's definitely healing going on right now, and a time out, maybe needing time to rest and recover and feel like yourself again. Messages for the collective, please. Some of you could have water in your chart, Aquarius, which is not water, but Aquarius or Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio in particular. For the Eight of Cups that came out on top of the Four of Swords, the Queen of Cups with the Two of Wands in reverse. You're healing from a situation that someone walked away from you, or you're having to kind of let them go. It's something in the past that did not. There was the opportunity, but tell me about the Ace of Wands in reverse, please. Yeah, Ten of Swords, Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Underneath the Four of Wands is the Hierophant. Two cards that talk about higher levels of commitment, can be marriage, certainly committing to just one person in a traditional long-term manner. And then underneath that is the Devil, which is being like chained. I can't really show the bottom half of it, but there are two people at the bottom of underneath the Devil who are chained together by being in a commitment. It feels like someone who you're dealing with potentially who just really did not want to be in a commitment with anyone because they feel like it would be tying them down and tying them in shackles effectively. So you're kind of looking and wondering what else, ready for something else to come towards you, and healing from this, because there's really no choice for you to proceed with an energy like that, is what you're telling me. So let's get into a bit more. Um, for the collective, please. All right. Oh, wow. Okay. So I'm kind of seeing that your current situation, there could be someone who either wants to apologize to you, collective, or this could be someone new. Got the Page of Cups. This is someone reaching out and offer either of like to emotionally connect. Page of Cups can be an apology, but it could also be someone new showing you interest and wanting to express their desire, express their intentions towards you to maybe pursue something romantic. The challenge here is the Chariot to that Page of Cups. That is Cancer energy as well. I say as well because I mentioned Cancer earlier. But this as a challenge is maybe feeling like it's moving too fast. You could feel like you're moving on too fast, or let's see. In the recent past, we've got the Nine of Pentacles. So this is you kind of doing your thing and just working on your own life effectively. Nine of Pentacles is very successful and abundant and positive, but it's kind of saying to yourself and doing your thing, maybe looking after yourself, your home, investing in yourself, investing in your hobbies. It's definitely a solo single energy. It's very independent, but also the Nine of Pentacles in the upright. She's got her ducks in a row. I say she because it's a woman, could easily be a man in real life. She's looking good, smelling good. Work is fine. Everything's in order, and also she's taking care of herself. In the near future, we have Judgment, which suggests either there's a major wake-up call happening in the near future. In some regard, we'll dive into it. There could be a decision. It can also talk about an awakening or a situation. It's often something from the past coming back for your attention in the present, like rising from the ashes, if you like, to face judgment in the present. We'll see. At the bottom of the deck, nice, we have the Eight of Swords in reverse. So that is really... Underneath the Eight of Swords in reverse is the Knight of Wands in reverse. So it's kind of getting out of your head about an energy who was... that what we saw at the very beginning, like someone only interested in the passion, only thinking of their own desires, and not like very rash, fickle, and inconsiderate. Just out for a good time, but also selfish with the Knight of Wands in reverse in their need to rebel. But Eight of Swords is in reverse. I love to see it. It's getting out of your own way effectively, of being up in your head, repeating maybe what happened with that person, wondering what you could have done better, etc. It's kind of, it's setting yourself free from those kind of limiting thought prison about that person. All right, so let's get some more, please. For the collective. All right. Wow. So to clarify that Page of Cups for your current situation, we have the Six of Wands. So there is someone who really admires you, collective, and they may have been looking at you for some time. Kind of, you have been grabbing their attention. This is someone who wants to basically reach out to you, and you're kind of like a celebrity to this person if they see you walk past, or maybe they see you around, or they're kind of, maybe for some of you this is online as well, but that you're a presence in this person's life whether you know it or not, that they think of how amazing you are. You really impress them effectively, and the current situation is this person, whoever is impressed by you, kind of reaching out to express their fondness. As I said, the challenge is the Chariot with the Four of Wands. So for some of you, it could be the fact that this person is at a distance and there would be a long journey to kind of reach each other's home. That could be an element, or but I'm also getting like moving forward into commitment is a challenge. We'll see. It could be also, as I said, they maybe feel like it will be rushing into something else, into a relationship. Then the recent past, to clarify the Nine of Pentacles, we have the World in reverse. So there's a sense of recently you felt like a chapter you weren't moving on, you weren't graduating to the next stage in some way. You could have also felt a lack of a sense of closure about something. In the near future, clarifying that Judgment card, we have the Two of Swords in reverse. So definitely there is the Two of Swords talks about being in like a stalemate or a denial or avoiding some sort of choice that needs to be made, or like just avoiding being completely aware of the truth of a matter. And this is like, no, in the near future, something will become very apparent. Like there is going to be a big wake-up call, and also maybe the need for a big decision. At the bottom of the deck now, we have the Page of Swords. Talk about avoiding the truth about something, as I was just saying with that Two of Swords energy. This person is looking away from that sword of truth. And it's information that they may have access to, but they don't want to face that information. Underneath that is the Three of Swords. So that is the truth about the pain that either they are feeling or that they've inflicted on somebody else. There might be communication coming in from someone who acted extremely selfishly and didn't want to face the kind of emotional impact that they were having on somebody else. And we've got the King of Cups at the other end of the deck in the upright, so more water energy. But this is someone really loving and emotionally intelligent. But that could be someone else. So let's see. I want to know, tell me about the World in reverse for the recent past for the collective, please. Why is the World in reverse? We have the Star, Aquarius, and at the bottom of the deck is the King of Cups. So it could be that the world was in reverse because there was still some hope. Someone was holding out hope in the recent past that there was a possibility that things could still improve. Now, it could have been... Tell me about that. Why is the Star? Why the Star card? Oh. Three of Swords with the Six of Cups. That someone would come back who really hurt you. Oh my gosh. And then the Eight of Cups. It was on the table upside down, so I couldn't see which card it was yet. Someone would come back who walked away, who abandoned the connection, who basically, that very first Oracle card that came out, by Felicia, of like, thank you, next, leaving and not caring. This is in the recent past. It's kind of telling me that you were doing your thing, collective, and you were looking after yourself and, keeping your life together very, very nicely as well with the Nine of Pentacles. It's effortless and successful. But effectively there wasn't closure because there was still the pain from memories as well, and missing somebody and hoping that they would return. So tell me about the Page of Cups and the Six of Wands for the current situation. Oh, interesting. We have the Five of Cups that came out and it landed on top of that Eight of Cups card that I was just talking about for the person who you were kind of hoping would still come back. And the Five of Cups is this sorrow and regret about what happened, or the sadness. So does someone want to apologize? Why is the Page of Cups here? Why the Page of Cups? Nine of Wands in reverse. Someone wants to get closer to you, collective. They want to kind of, if there's feels like there's some sort of barrier between the two of you, they want to get past that. Why the Page of Cups, please? The Page of Cups comes out to clarify the Page of Cups. Wow. And then at the bottom of the deck was the Ten of Swords, but underneath, which I could see, was the Judgment card, which is coming in the near future. This is this is about the ending that happened. That there's some awakening. That as a result of that ending, which felt like a massive betrayal as well with that Ten of Swords. Okay. So tell me about the Six of Wands, please. Temperance. Someone is very impressed. So it's kind of giving me that the person who walked away from you very coldly, who didn't want to commit, has seen how you've handled the situation with grace. And kind of, they've been impressed, whether you want to hear this or not, they've been impressed by how you've handled it effectively. With the Temperance card and the Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck, this is a very strong message of like moderating your emotional reaction to the situation. You've been very calm and as far as they're aware. You know, you have also, rather than speak when your emotions were all over the place, you have kind of held your tongue and processed it internally, which I think in this day and age is impressive because there's a lot of kind of impulse to speak when you're in a very erratic, angry, upset, hurt place and lash out. But this basically, this person is aware of how you've taken it in a very, you've dealt with the situation very admirably, is basically what they're telling me. There's also with them as well that they want to reach out now that they are feeling calmer and they've had some time to chill out a bit. Yeah, I just split the deck to shuffle and the Hanged Man is there as well. So there's been this time of, if the boat was rocked, that's kind of what I was doing that, it's like it's allowed it to kind of simmer down to So tell me about the Chariot and the Four of Wands as the challenge, because that makes sense, because if this is the same person who didn't want to commit, then it's basically saying that the challenge was moving forward to commitment. Why is that? Why is the challenge the Chariot and the Four of Wands, please? Someone, okay, it's because essentially that is a challenge because someone gets a lot of attention and they don't want to feel like they can't give to a little bit to the other options, that other energies that show them attention. It's kind of like this person likes, yeah, split the deck to shuffle and it's the Sun and the Three of Cups. This person likes to kind of have a lot of people who want a piece of them. Yeah. The Seven of Cups just came out as well. I've got the Seven of Cups and the Six of Pentacles, basically, I'm looking at. Yeah. This is a very classic combination of this person doesn't want to, as I was saying, they don't want to be chained to, or shackled. It's not my thoughts, is what is coming through, to one person, when there's lots of people who kind of want a piece of them. Tell me more, please, about this challenge. The Chariot and the Four of Wands. Yeah, the Hierophant. I mean, we saw it from the other deck as well. That's the card of the commitment, the traditional way of committing to somebody. Okay. And tell me about this in the near future. Why is Judgment here? Tell me about Judgment in the near future for the collective. Well, we have the Chariot. Again, Cancer's Major Arcana, the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck, more water energy. So the Chariot is funny because that is obviously a card that is the challenge at the moment with it comes to this connection, this situation, and it's actually in the upright in the near future with it. So there's some awakening, there's some shift happening with that Judgment card that is causing forward movement and progression. Tell me about that Judgment. Why is Judgment here with the Chariot? Wow, Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So that is a twist. Could be the fact that collective, you're going to be meeting somebody else, which I kind of got from the start, because the bottom of the deck, when that Wheel of Fortune came out, we have the Ace of Cups, then the Six of Swords and the Sun. This is kind of you moving away from the BS from the past, or the kind of the stuff that you've been experiencing, which has been a challenge and been very unpleasant. There's an opportunity for a new beginning, which sends you in a different direction and kind of turns your back to the past. And the Sun, it's like heading off into what could be very happy, very beautiful connection. So why is the Two of Swords in reverse? I kind of know. So this is the wake up call. Yeah. Hanged Man in reverse, Eight of Swords in reverse. Someone who was stuck, who was in their self-imprisonment. Suddenly, I mean, the Hanged Man in reverse and the Chariot is a perfect combination because it's like something that was stagnant, that wasn't going anywhere, that was keeping someone on pause in their life is suddenly... It's like a car that had a flat tire and suddenly that new tire is put on and it's like straight, like 0 to 60, 0 to 100 even. So tell me more about the Two of Swords in reverse. This is someone with having a wake-up call. Yep. Eight of Wands, fast. Suddenly there's fast movement with the Chariot and the Eight of Wands. Are two of the fastest moving energies in the tarot deck. And the Magician at the bottom of the deck when that Eight of Wands came out. So suddenly someone is taking action, but I feel like it's because you're moving on to something else. Let's see. This person who you were dealing with, that kind of player energy, who you were hoping would come back and now wants to kind of, they want to apologize, but they also still don't want to move forward into a commitment with anyone, basically, is what it's saying. That's the current situation. I don't know if they are actually apologizing or they just want to, but, and maybe they're waiting for more time to pass first, but they may want to apologize for how they have hurt you and they're sad about the situation. But currently the challenge is they still don't want to commit to just one person. They see that as they have a really twisted idea. Well, I mean, we're all allowed to have different ideas about concepts about things. So for some people, maybe tradition is a completely twisted, or, you know, not tradition, but commitment is a really twisted way of living. Like, so I don't want to judge, but for this person, like, being committed to just one person is like the opposite of what they consider currently is what they're saying. But whether that's coming from a hurt place or a healed place will be different for each of them. What else can you tell me about what's coming? Tell me more about this near future, please, for the collective. Oh, we have lucky break. Good fortune, good things coming, turning point. Well, it's definitely looking like a positive turning point with that Wheel of Fortune that was there as well. Fast movement coming, collective. Wow. So we have long haul and honeymooning, in it to win it, long-term intentions, invested, love on the brain, talking often, feeling all the feels. Lovely. Lovely. But funnily enough, this card came out and landed on top of that Eight of Cups about the person who walked away in the recent past. This card was in reverse. It's spilling the beans, which says revealing secrets, cats out of the bag. Basically, someone finding out your business. And at the bottom of the deck is the detective card, which says snooping, digging for dirt, except obviously spying and trying to find out what's going on with you. So the person in the past is going to be, they're going to feel like you're, the player who was like, I don't want commitment, bye, see ya, is going to be investigating and basically trying to find out what's going on with you. But funnily enough, it's saying that they are going to feel like you're not publicizing what's going on with your love life. So they're going to feel like you're purposefully hiding the fact, like, that you're talking with someone new who is actually interested in something long term. Tell me more, please. Wow. Oh, well, we've got the longing and withdrawn cards. Craving, aching, wanting, single, lonely, and solitary, which came out together. We've got perspective that came out on top of this lovely, like, near future of, like, long haul honeymooning. Perspective says better off, happiness, and clear headspace. So basically, you're gonna, in the near future with someone new who you're moving towards, you're gonna be actually feeling like, oh, this is much better. And I'm really glad that it didn't work out with that previous person, and I wanted to come back and make things right. And then the next card that came out was chasing, pursuit, toxicity, resilience, and at the bottom of the deck is karma, consequences, cause and effect, debt. So basically, it's kind of saying that the player who didn't want to commit may start chasing you, which is what we saw with, like, the Eight of Wands and the Judgment card, etc. When they kind of feel like you're moving on into a very happy, like, potential relationship that has the potential to go the long haul. But the chasing energy, I'm really drawn to the fact that this says toxicity on it, because it's like, this person feels like they are, underneath the karma card is beginnings, new direction, starting over. They're going to feel like they're having their karma because you're meeting someone else and having a new beginning with them. And they may try and chase you then. But, like, they're only chasing because they can't have you anymore. This is someone who kind of lives off of lots of people wanting a bit of them. So it's troubling them. It's going to be troubling them when you aren't trying to have a little piece from their table anymore that they're also sharing with 6 other people or whatever. Okay. So anything else, please? What does the collective need to know? We have strength in reverse. It could be this previous person could have some insecurities regarding themselves, obviously, because it's kind of like they actually need the validation from a lot of people, not just one person. It's like the validation of one person wouldn't be enough for them to, for their brain, if you like, to be like, yes, well, logically, this one person thinks that we are the be-all and end-all, so we must, like, that must mean something. It's more like their brain is like, I need 8 people to think I'm God's gift to the world, and therefore, I can justify my, okay, I'm good. I can justify my sense of self, my ego, I can like validate my self-worth if there's a lot of people. Now it could also, translate to, I just got like social media as well, someone who needs a lot of people liking their photos or whatever, commenting on them, blowing their phone up and being like, oh my God, you're so amazing. They need that supply. Tell me more. What does the collective need to know, please? Got Queen of Swords in reverse. And the Ace of Wands upright. And when the Ace of Wands came out, the deck split show the King and Queen of Pentacles, which is Earth energy, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, also a divine couple, but they haven't come out. That was just there when the Ace of Wands came out. Why is the Queen of Swords in reverse, please? That Queen of Swords in this deck, she's kind of, I'll show you upright, she can kind of, there's an eye, which is just in white there. Sorry if my camera can't pick it up. And she's obviously got her eyes shut, but she has the wisdom and the intuition to know things that aren't necessarily told to her. So it's also, it's kind of like a High Priestess, Queen of Swords for me, with this deck. It's someone who has like an all-seeing eye energy with them. But the fact it's in reverse, it may be that someone is doing something, you might be doing something or having this new beginning in such a way that someone doesn't find out. There could be a Queen of Swords, because Queen of Swords in reverse is also can be quite vindictive energy. It's not the nicest person. Generally with the Queen of Swords in reverse, she can use her abilities for finding things out for bad, like bad intentions kind of thing. So it could be that you might be trying to hide, or it might be suggesting to you to kind of keep quiet about a new beginning, because there could be someone here who wants the information just so that they can cause issues for you. With this Strength card in reverse, there's also this, you see it upright, there's this person has their heart outside of their armor. So it's very like courageous, it would be upright, courageous way of kind of living with your heart on your sleeve, being very authentic, having integrity. With it in reverse, it could also be that maybe you want to keep what is going on here with some sort of new beginning to yourself, not completely have it out for the world to see and find out about. Let me find out more. Why is the Queen of Swords in reverse, please? Five of Cups. Yeah. So I think it's also someone you know is going to be really upset to find out, or someone is going to be really upset. Whether you know it, or this could be someone that you're getting into a relationship with knows it. So there's going to be a need for discretion, I would say. This could also be the fact that the past person is going to be in deep regret that they kind of went too far with you in terms of how much they caused you to go so completely cold towards them. Tell me about that Ace of Wands, please. They may also feel like this is what they deserve. Wow. Whew. So on top of the Ace of Wands, what came out was the Temperance card and the Hierophant. Wow. Very lovely. This is really kind of that graduation moment with the Hierophant. Obviously, not necessarily a graduation from a college or school or whatever, but it's the next level. It's leveling up big time. And it's also leveling up it's kind of taking everything that you've learned about moderating, when to moderate your emotions and when to kind of go full tilt, very passionate about your emotions. There's the lessons that you have achieved, completed, if you like, is allowing you to actually step up and have a new beginning. And it's funny because earlier, right at the start, with the first tarot deck I grabbed, the Ace of Wands came out in reverse. and it was like, this was a no-go situation with this player. But basically now everything that you've learned is allowing you to level up in a very like calm, serene way, and it's going to feel very natural, organic, and just, it's going to flow. And then at the bottom of the deck when that came out was the Fool and then the Ace of Cups underneath. Wow, I didn't even see that. The Lovers underneath that. Oh my goodness. Wow. Tell me about that Queen of Swords in reverse. Just one more on that, please. What? The Moon and the Magician and the Seven of Swords in reverse. This is also not knowing that someone was trying to do something behind the scenes, pulling some strings behind the scenes to maybe restrict you in some way. Let me grab this. We've got red flagged, warning signs, take heed, risky situation, and at the bottom of the deck is lift off, fast action, progression forward, the wait is over. I was absolutely getting that for your near future collective. Why is red flagged here? Oh. Puzzled, confused, perplexed, conflicted. It came out in reverse with the Five of Cups. It seems like if this past person took the advice of someone who may have been trying to restrict them, potentially, they may have taken the advice that you had red flags, basically, that they should avoid you, that you were a risk, as in, I wouldn't go there, you know, you're going to get in, what was the risk? And they were, like, because of that, they didn't know what direction that they were going in or that they wanted to go in. What was the red flag? Oh, wow. Tiptoeing, avoiding getting caught, acting shady, sneaking around, which is exactly what I said about there's been people doing things behind the scenes, like, and the Seven of Swords in reverse. What was someone trying to do? This could also be that, but hold on. There was something dodgy going on, for sure. Tell me about that, please. What was tiptoeing? What was someone trying to do without being caught? Wow. Hold on. What was the red flag and then the avoiding getting caught doing what? Paranoid, cautious, insecure, and guarded. This isn't like you were doing anything. It's someone was, maybe someone told somebody here that to stay away from you because you were doing something dodgy that they just didn't know about yet. But with the Seven of Swords in reverse, it's also like, no, there wasn't anything shady going on. Someone was paranoid that you were doing something shifty, or there was something about you that couldn't be trusted effectively, and that left them confused. It could have been someone else telling them that, or they just had that in their own head from insecurity, from not being able to trust, being vulnerable with someone. Okay. Any other messages for the collective, please, that they need to know? Wow. Oh my god. So the Tower card came out. Wow. Oh my days. At the bottom of the deck is the King of Cups. Again, I think I've seen him four, 5 times. Could be talking strongly about a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Doesn't have to be, but effectively the King of Cups is someone who, as I've said already, very loving, very emotionally intelligent, and also very like warm-hearted, compassionate, open with they're caring, considerate. They understand that you have emotions and they have emotions as well. Humans are emotional things. Underneath the King of Cups, though, is the Fool and the Lovers. I literally just showed you the same cards at the bottom of the last deck that I was using. So why is the Tower here? This could just be that it's super unexpected. So let's see. Wow. 9 of Swords in reverse and the 6 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Huge relief and a release of anything you've been worrying about. Wow, my god. Underneath the 6 of Swords, we have the 6 of Cups, and then the 2 of Cups, and then the Queen of Cups. I mean, that is a soulmate. With the 2 of Cups and the 6 of Cups next to each other, this could be somewhat like a past life soulmate with the 6 of Cups. It can talk... Wow. 4 of Wands just came out. Can you tell me... What can you tell me about this new person? Well, it's about to be revealed with the Moon in reverse. They're gonna step out of the shadows themselves. What can you tell me about this? The Chariot card. Traveling towards you, collective. Some of them, they might want to have a family with you. If you want that as well, obviously. What can you tell me about this new person for the collective? Wheel of Fortune. Wow. I swear the Wheel of Fortune and the Chariot were there from one of the earlier decks. Okay, we've got the King of Wands. So Fire Energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. They could have that in their chart, but the King of Wands is just someone really determined to go after what they want, and they take action. What can you tell me about this? Wow, it's going to feel like justice. It's going to feel very fair that this is happening. Justice, and we have the Hierophant again at the bottom of the deck. I mean... What can you tell me about this new person, please? We've got the Golden Mirror in reverse, which is narcissist, one-sided, self-absorbed, but it's in reverse. And ascending. Learning, expansion, transcending, preparing for union, new phase. I think you might have been dealing with someone, I'm not sure if I would call them a narcissist, I wasn't really getting that. They definitely love the attention of other people, and kind of, their connections are very one-sided because effectively they're the star of the show in their connections. But I was going to say in their relationships, but they don't have relationships purposefully. So I wouldn't say they're a narcissist, but there was definitely an imbalance in the previous situation. And this is a whole new phase for you. Anything you can tell me? Wow, yep, it's going to be very healing for you. Healing, releasing, purifying, cleansing. Just letting go of the past stress and moving into something which is far more secure. With the Foundation card, established family, security. I've seen the Hierophant so many times as well. So, wow. Only you, devoted, attached, and crave, and loyalty at the bottom of the deck. Trusting, reliability, and believing. Wow. So very, very loyal, secure someone who has only got eyes for you, doesn't need the eyes of every person in the room kind of to be on them. What does that mean for the previous person? Because I kind of felt like they were going to... Oh, yeah. Apology. As soon as I said that, forgiveness, return, sorry. And how are the collective going to be feeling if that previous person apologizes? So we've got the running in reverse, ghosting, disappearing, invisible. So it's like the ghost reappears. How is the collective going to be feeling if the previous person turns up to apologize? And as soon as they meet someone who actually wants a commitment with them, and they want a commitment with, how's the collective going to be feeling about the previous person? I think you're going to be shocked because you had fantasized about the day that that would happen, but you didn't really think it was going to be a reality. Yeah, well, yeah. Well, we have the two cards that came out and I just made noises, were shallow and soulmates. So hollow, empty, boredom, deep love, unity and connection. It's like you think this person maybe is... Their apology you might feel is empty. You might feel like they're doing it because they're bored, or that kind of what I described already, because you're actually moving on. But then the other two cards that came out were confusion, uncertain, unclear, unsure, and releasing, letting go, moving on, walking away. It's like this person's going to confuse you, collective, because as you are fully letting them go and you're moving into this kind of Hierophant, loyal, secure, very fair foundation of a potential family with someone who's very loving, this person's going to show up. They're probably going to sense the fact, even if they can't see it because they feel like you're purposefully not publicizing the fact that you're talking to someone new. They're going to sense it. Why shallow? Why is that card here? The realizations card in reverse. Epiphanies, understandings, awakening. It's like you're going to feel like this person's wake-up call is not enough. It's just a little bit too little too late potentially, but also have they really had an awakening, or is this just like a very, very surface level awakening of, oh, one of my options isn't going to be an option anymore. Oh. Wow, well, we've got the hopeless card, sinking, despair, falling apart. That's going to be the previous person. At the bottom of the deck, we have beauty, charming, graceful, kind-hearted. That would be how this person is viewing you, collective. Then underneath is withdrawn, single, lonely, solitary. Then finality, farewells, leave behind, closure, and then second chance. Reconciliation, making amends, opportunity. This person is going to be feeling hopeless because you're leaving them behind. There is a sense of finality to this situation with this previous person, and that is when they're going to try and make it right with you and have another chance. But I feel like it's because they know you're about to be like locked down yourself in a commitment, and they don't want you to not be one of their options anymore. I don't see any real evidence that they will actually be transforming, but they will feel gutted that you're actually getting into a connection with somebody else. That's what I've got for you this time, collective. So that's what's kind of going on right now, recent past, and what's going to be coming towards you. I hope it was useful for someone out there. I forgot to say earlier, and I know there's probably less of you at this point in the video, but please do hit the thumbs up button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I would love to have you. And if you resonated at all, leave me a comment and let me know. And if you enjoy the collective type videos obviously leave me a message and let me know, and I will aim to do more of them. I wish you all my very best. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.